Hey, good people. Chris Allaire here, owner and CEO, founder of Averity. Hope everyone's having a great day. Listen, I'm going to do a kind of a series, if you will, on hiring people. I'm going to talk about interviewing, hiring, then management, leadership, mentorship. I've been doing this a long time, so I've got skills in all this kind of area. I've built legendary teams from across the board. So I have helped companies build legendary teams for almost 30 years. And something I can pride myself in is I'm one of those types of people that take my advice every single time. And I know it's odd to say this, but I actually really do. So what I want to talk about in this series right now is how to interview people to figure out if you want to hire somebody. Now, it's a really interesting thing because I've been working with people for, again, almost 30 years now. And a lot of people, because they've hired people before in the past, they think they know how to hire people. I am here to tell you, you probably don't. I started managing people when I was 23 years old. 23. So, in case you want to know how long I have been managing people, hiring, training, teaching people how to do things, see this beard and all this up here? It doesn't look like that when you're 23 years old. Probably in my tenure, hired, fired, managed, trained about 200 or so people in my career, placed in my respective field, probably a couple of thousand. And that's not even an exaggeration. So, all in all, a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom I'm going to bring to the table over here. Okay, so here's a fun fact that I want you to understand right off the bat is that 36% of offers that are extended are actually accepted, which means you have a 1 in ballpark 3 chance of landing the candidate you want. So what we want to do is we want to talk about how we're going to interview to hire somebody, right? Hiring someone is not an easy process. Definitely going to be here to remind you of that. I know you've hired people before, but still it's not easy. Hiring is really around a gut feeling. It's around understanding that, man, I really like somebody. I want to take a chance on somebody. That's how you hire somebody, all right? So again, in this series, I don't want to talk about attrition. I want to talk about attraction. There's a big difference between attrition and attraction. I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know what the market has to offer. So here's the thing. If you go into it thinking to yourself that every single person I talk to there's a potential for me to hire somebody, you are setting yourself up for success. Okay? A lot of people do interviews the other way. They're trying to screen people out. They're trying to find reasons to say no as opposed to trying to find reasons to say yes. You want to find reasons to say yes to people. These are your future potential hires, legendary teams, builders of franchises, the people that are going to make all the magic happen, all your ideas come to life. These are those people. So if you go in this with a negative attitude, you're probably going to get negative results. All right? So here's rule number 1. Don't hire their past. I know. You want to interview them based on their past, right? But you're not hiring their past. You're hiring the future. You're hiring their potential. That's critical. You are hiring someone's potential. You have no idea what they're going to do for you until they start working for you. Okay? Once they start working for you, then you know what they're capable of. But you can't get there if you're constantly talking about all their historic iterations of this, that, and the other. Those are good things on an interview cycle that you want to find out about how you manage things. I'll talk about that in a minute. But you got to remember, you're not hiring their past. You're not hiring a clean driving record, okay? Just because a UPS driver has a clean driving record doesn't mean tomorrow they're not going to get in an accident. You have no idea what's going to happen with a candidate or a human being when they get given the proper working environment. I have seen people in horrible working environments falter, and I have given them a better working environment and I have watched them blossom. So it is amazing to say what's going to happen. So you're not hiring for the past, you're hiring for the future. If you're understanding what you're looking for, meaning why you want to hire somebody, you're already off to a good start. Interviewing. Here's how you're going to interview people to make sure you want to hire someone. Question number 1. Why are we talking? Why are you interested in working for Averity? What interests you? What brought you to us? I want to hear your answer. I swear to God, I had a person one time say to me, I've always wanted to be in financial services and on a trading platform. Something to that effect. And I said, great. The beautiful part is, that's not what we do. So I really wish you the best. I hope you find that financial company that you want to work for, that you can go and excel in that environment. So that interview ended fast. I've asked people why they want to work for me, and in a frantic moment, you can hear them hitting the keyboard, looking up who Averity is, because they haven't done any research on it yet. And I'm like, dude, you're interviewing for a job right now, and you didn't do any research on the company you're interviewing with. Like, this interview's over before it started. So that's a very easy way to really find out the type of person you're talking to. Did they do their research? Did they do analysis? Did they stop and think about some things? I've also had people tell me, they're like, Chris, I've researched Averity. I listened to 2 of your podcasts. I've read the company. I've read the company story, the company history. I love your the people hire people model. Man, already off the bat, I'm like, awesome. That's extremely important to me, and it should be extremely important to everybody, because you want people who want to work for you. You want people who have done their research.